Hey, how you doing? This is Brian from Overit Studios, and you are tuning into this month's Breaking Audio. Today we're talking about working with toms in Pro Tools. We will be listening to Formula 5's Figure Out a Feeling. This was recorded back in January here at the studio by me. Let's take a listen. It's about halfway through the song.
What do I know?
All right, so we're going to work on that section with all the tom hits. As you may have heard, I have them hard panned right and left just so you can kind of get a stereo image of the drum set. Okay, so first off, I start out with soloing all my toms. Let's take a listen. Okay, so you can already hear there's a lot of stuff in between these tom hits, right? A lot of cymbals. You can hear that resonance in the floor tom and the lower rack tom, that So what I like to do, and it's a very common practice, is edit all that stuff out. So I'll start here, use Command E. It's going to be your best friend in this practice. And we're just going to get close to the attack and lob all that off. And we'll lob here. And make sure you listen, because your ears are your best friend. Let's take a listen here. I usually start with one tom at first. Okay, that third hit was not its own tom. That was this rack here. So I'm going to get that out of there. And I like to delete the regions in between. You can either mute them or delete them. It's up to you. If you do delete them and you run into a problem, you notice that you got rid of a tom hit or something like that, you can always just drag this region over and find it again. It's not a problem. Okay, so just for sake of speed, I'm going to do this. Also, a very useful tool in this practice is tab to region. So say the cursor's there, and I hit tab. It's going to go to the next region. See it scrolling through regions? And it'll bring you at the start of your tom hit. Just make sure you zoom in so you don't cut off the beginning of that. So you can try that out, tab to region. Very, very useful. Let me just get here and get this finished so I can move forward. Usually I'm a lot more precise with this and I take more time, but just for the sake of the demo, I want to make this speedy. Okay, so I'm going to delete the regions in between. You will also notice that green tom region. That I already edited like this, and I also sent it through an EQ. So that's why that's like that. Let's take a listen to our edits. Okay, all the stuff is gone, but you hear those clicks and pops. So we're going to enter some fades in. Just for sake of time, I just drag and do this. You can also use Command F. And if you want to get really gritty, you can get down, zoom in. Make sure you're fading it correctly. Get that out of there. All right, so that's a good starting point. Let's take a listen again to our toms with fades. Much silkier. Okay, cool. So you'll notice some of these I didn't pull close enough to the attack. You can hear there's some cymbal bleed. Let's get that out of there. So that's pretty much the practice of editing toms. I usually do this for all my tracks. Sometimes not, depending, but 95% of the time I'm doing this. I also discussed in my blog, when doing this, you'll notice sometimes there's a big fat cymbal hit in your decay of your tom. And how do you get rid of that? So check this out. I'll solo the floor tom. It's a good example of it. Right in that decay. So let's find where that cymbal comes in. It's about there, right? Zoom in. Okay, so I'm going to edit that. Select the region. Okay, that is most definitely the hit. Go up to your audio suite, grab a one-band EQ. Let's do a low-pass filter. Bring it down to 350 hertz. Just need that resonance. Hit render. Okay, done. Let's take a listen to this now. And it's gone. So I'm just going to clean it up a little bit, add a fade, and I like to crossfade these regions just for silkiness. Command F again. There we are. Let's take a listen. Okay, much better. Now let's hear it with everything in.
Do I know?
Much tighter. All right. Thanks for tuning in to Breaking Audio, folks. I hope this was a helpful lesson for you. If you have any questions, please enter them in the comments post. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. This is Brian from Overit Studios. Peace.